Welcome back.
Oh my god, guys, so much has happened in the last, how long has it been?
Yeah, I feel like we owe a bit of an apology because we have been a little bit MIA, but
Yeah.
we've had a hectic couple of weeks.
Yeah, Ellen and I decided that it'd be a great idea to go to Bali and then move house, which, wow, what a time.
What the fuck were we thinking?
Dude, and Bali was insane.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, it's going to be such a
oh my God,
relaxing
we thought Bali
holiday.
was going to be so chill.
We're like, I'm not doing anything more than lie by the pool and drink cocktails.
Yeah, we're like, we're going to film a Bali vlog.
Yeah, oh my God. We were going to do like a Bali, an episode in Bali.
Yeah, and a vlog.
Yeah, look.
It didn't get around to either of that.
Unfortunately. In fact, I think we were going to record like a normal episode in Bali.
Yeah.
Nope, it didn't happen.
In our defense, we had really bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, let's use that as the excuse.
I'm like, we were cut off.
We were cut off from civilization. I broke my phone, which is our recording device.
Yeah.
That was insane. I didn't have a phone for like...
Oh God, did we hear about that on the trip?
Didn't have a phone for majority of Bali.
Yeah.
That was insane. But highlight?
Just like eating out and drinking.
Yeah.
Eating out 3 times a day.
That's incredible. That was definitely a highlight. I thoroughly enjoyed the waterfall, but
Oh, yeah.
I also love a good night out. We went to Mexicola and wowza. It was a big one for Evie.
But yes, we are back out. Oh, moving was a lot.
Yeah, it took we're still in the process, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're filming this at 8:17 on a Monday evening.
Our lounge room has 2 cushions and that's the extent.
We finally have a dining table and Ellen and
We
Fraser.
don't have a fridge or a washing machine.
We have this like pathetic little bar fridge in the kitchen. That's like all of our stuff is crammed into. Oh, it's good.
Yes.
But we love our new house.
Yeah. So we're almost moved in, but yeah, it's been an absolutely hectic couple of weeks. So apologies. That's why we've been missing in action.
But we're definitely going to be more present on our Instagram.
Yeah.
We were just saying that before.
We've got no more overseas trips planned. We've got no more moving houses planned.
And, no exams.
Yeah.
In fact, we were literally just saying we're actually not as busy. Like, we just had 50,000 things happening all at the same time, and now we're going to calm down.
Yeah.
Focus on the podcast.
Yeah. Because you guys are our number one priority. But anyway, I'm actually so excited to do another episode, and we've got some good questions.
Yeah, I feel
today.
like it might be a bit of a chatty one, but just settle in, maybe grab a snack, a cup of tea. I don't know if you're watching this in the evening, maybe some chocky in bed. Ooh, what an evening.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Question number 1. Bit of a spicy one.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend's mum doesn't like me because I am, in quotation marks, too quiet. What do I do? Must I change?
I actually kind of relate to this question because I had a boyfriend and his parents did not like me. And I didn't notice it at first. Like, I was oblivious and whatever. I'm just like going out and being my usual self. And then as the relationship progressed, I just got these vibes from them that they just were not a fan of me. And it actually was and I'm not a quiet person, as you probably all know. I'm not a quiet person, but I ended up finding out that it was because I was not too quiet, but I was too reserved. I wasn't going out of my way to go chat to them and stuff. And it just didn't end up didn't end up working out with the parents. I just never got on with them very well. And I apparently I just used to always stay in his room and wouldn't come out. But it's also I'm not there to see his parents. Anyway, that's what I thought at the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately it didn't end well. And we ended up breaking up, and it wasn't because of the family thing. But I think that when you don't get along with the family, it does put a bit of a strain on your relationship. So I understand how that can be a bit of a problem.
So I think what I thought when I read this question was, no, the person writing in doesn't have to change, but potentially they have to make more of an effort.
Yeah. And I was too immature to make an effort, because I was like, oh, they don't like me, fuck them, like I don't even want to be friends with them. Looking back, I should have just been like, okay, well, I need to actively go out of my way.
Potentially, like, because it sounds like the mum has said something about her being too quiet, like that's a little bit shitty, but I think what she's trying to say is, potentially you do need to make more of an effort, because I think, like, that is the number one thing with getting parents to like you, is just to make an effort. Like,
they just want to see that you, like, care, especially if you don't live out of home and you're actually spending time at their house. And I think in my relationship, that's what they were getting mad at, was I was coming over, or he was always at my house, and then when I come over I didn't spend any time with them, and I didn't bother, and I was being at their house and didn't really try. And, like, I don't know, as I get older I can understand why a parent would feel that way. Like,
I think another big thing is offering to help out. Like, if you have meals with them, after dinner, just be like, oh, do you need a hand doing this? Or, like, parents love, well, actually that's anyone loves someone who's going to help out. And just,
Try to find some common ground. Like, there's not many people you have nothing in common with. Even if it's about cooking, like, if they're cooking dinner, like, as you said, like, maybe it's like going, oh, I actually really enjoy Italian cooking. Maybe we can cook dinner together or something. I don't know. Yeah. But, like, make some sort of common ground. Yeah. They don't have to be your best friend.
Yeah.
But,
even if you find it hard to make conversation with them, at least just always say hi and bye if you're going to their house.
Yeah, 100%. And always, like, thank them.
Yeah, that's always a big thing. I remember, like, when I first started staying at Fraser's place, like, I would always make such a point about when I would leave, I'd be like, thank you so much, because he was still living at home. I'd be like, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. I think the other thing is, if they don't live they don't live at home, so you're not always seeing them. I don't know, at those, like, family gatherings, maybe you try and, like, bring a gift or something, like, you know, like, I don't know, just make it seem like you are just naturally shy and reserved, like, you're not trying to be, like, stuck up and, like, just not talking to the family, because I think that sometimes that's what it comes across as.
I actually really feel sorry for shy people, because I think so often it gets taken that they're stuck up.
Yeah.
I think, unless the partner's parents are unreasonable, like, usually all it is just making an effort to talk to them, saying hello, goodbye, offering to help out when you can, and just...
And understand that if they are being unreasonable, or they still make comments to your boyfriend about them not liking you, that's not your fault.
Yeah. If you're doing all these things we're suggested and they're still saying you're too quiet, then that's their
problem. Because we're experts in everything we've said. Perfect.
But seriously, like, if you are already making heaps of effort and they still say that, then
there's nothing more you can do. And, like, that's a different conversation about where you want to go from there. But
that's, like, a reflection on them.
Yeah, 100%. And also I think it's important, like, not that your boyfriend needs to fight your battles, but make sure that your boyfriend's not, like, is supporting you in that he's also telling his parents, like, oh yeah, she really likes you, but, like, she struggles in these kind of situations, or blah 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 blah, and she's really shy.
Get him to, like, initiate some stuff. So just make sure that your boyfriend's on your side and that he understands the situation, and I don't think you can go wrong.
Anywho, good luck with that.
You can do it. We believe in you. See ya. All right, question 2. I have a person in my life who used to be a friend of mine, but I no longer want to have a friendship with her, as she's not a good person to me. But she won't take the hint or accept that I no longer want to be friends. And I feel controlled or forced into being in a friendship that I don't want to be in. Oof.
The first thing I think of is, if this was a boy and a girl in a relationship, this would be psycho.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it would literally
You'd be like, just block them.
Yeah, and it would be so black and white. It's like, this person is being clingy and being crazy, and, like, get them out of your life, like, block them on stuff, you know, change the locks in your house. But because it's a friendship thing, people feel the need to, like, protect people's feelings. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you should protect people's feelings, but if you've made it clear that you don't want to be friends with this person, they're hanging around, my first instinct is, okay, well, something further needs to happen. a bit firmer.
That's a really good point about the boyfriend thing. My thing would just kind of be like, just withdraw.
Yeah.
Like, I had a friendship where I decided, some stuff went down, and basically same thing. I was like, this isn't really a good person that I want to be friends with. And yeah, I just withdrew.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like there's only, like, if someone's not making an effort to be your friend,
Yeah.
like, eventually you're gonna get sick. Maybe make it a bit more like,
yeah.
like, just, if this person messages you, just don't reply.
Yeah. The thing that does get my attention in this is that it says she won't take a hint, and I think you shouldn't be hinting. If it's this much of an issue and like she just is keeping on hassling you, then maybe hinting isn't the best idea, and maybe you do need to sit down and have a breakup. Like, have the conversation about going, actually, I don't really want to be friends with you anymore. And like, it's uncomfortable, but so are like relationship breakups.
Yeah. But you can do the like they message you and it's like, hey, do you want to hang out? And you're like, oh, sorry, I'm super busy. They message you about something, you reply a week later and say, sorry, I forgot to reply.
But I feel like that's what's currently happening, and she's still not taking the hint.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like if you've been doing...
But why is this person still trying?
We don't know.
Yeah.
This person could be psycho. It's you, Ellen. I've been trying to get rid of Ellen for months. She's hanging on. I withdrew.
I just follow you.
She even moved house with me. Psycho.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my thing would be like,
completely withdraw.
Yeah, just completely withdraw.
I don't know. If you are up for a little bit of confrontation,
yeah,
I think that potentially a strongly worded conversation. Otherwise, I don't know, a text message just being like, look, I've tried to let you down easy, but I really just don't want to be your friend anymore. If you want to say a reason, say the reason. And then just be done with it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is uncomfortable, but so are relationship breakups. And sometimes we don't treat friendship breakups the same. Like, they still suck and they still are uncomfortable, but need to be done sometimes.
I think if you want this over quickly, take Evie's approach. If you kind of don't mind waiting around for this person to get sick of you, then potentially take my approach. But yeah. Either way, like, eventually she's gonna not be your friend.
And don't feel like you have to now just go, oh, well, I have to be her friend because she's clinging on. Because,
no. Because,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I think this person's done a good job at identifying that this isn't a good person, this isn't a friendship they want to be in. So don't go back on that.
And exactly, because your instincts are always right. Like, if you don't want to be friends with this person, then don't be friends with them. Yeah. And just, like, manage how to exit. And, you know, you don't really want to burn bridges with this person if you have mutual friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess, like, you do need to tread somewhat lightly because you don't want to hurt or him to be going and saying shit behind your back to other friends in the friendship group. But if it's not that kind of situation, then say all the shit you want to say.
So ghost or break up, either way, you're going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So good luck. I hope they're out of your life sooner rather than later.
Yeah, good luck.
And it's time for a romance question.
These are our favourite type of questions, I feel. What's do? What's the sexy tune? You know the.
No, that's it. It's like bow bow bow. I don't think I'm getting it right.
Ellen's getting into side effects.
All right, let me read this out. I met a girl who came to Australia on a visa, holidaying / travelling. We were dating for 9 months and had a great time together. Her visa ran out 1 month ago, so she went home to the UK. We have kind of been doing long distance ever since. Should I give up on it or go travel to the UK to make it work?
Oof. This is actually a really good question.
Yeah.
I feel like...
I love this problem.
I love when other people's problems excite me. I think the first thing for me... I don't know, I'm a little bit cynical, so I get a bit stressed about people moving for other people. And, like... I don't know, it is a tricky situation because if you move for someone else and it doesn't work out, you're just gonna hold resentment against that person. Like maybe you don't get a job, or you don't like your job over there, or you preferred it over here, and then you've got to make that decision again. Like
that's why my thing is, do you want to travel?
Yeah.
If yes, then go for it, because this is a great opportunity.
Especially the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to travel, then go for it, because if the relationship doesn't work out, whatever,
exactly,
you'll have a sick time. If you are really happy where you are at the moment, then I don't think do it.
Yeah. I'm the same, and I've had this come up a couple times with different people, and they're always like, oh, like, should I go be with that person over there, or it's about a couple like going and traveling together. And I think if you have an alternate incentive to go over there, so like you said, whether it's travel, maybe you want to go work in a foreign country, if you've already had that goal, then I don't see why it would be a problem, because even if you broke up, you would still have wanted to go anyway. But if the sole reason for going over there is that person, then I think you're just going to end up putting a lot of pressure on the relationship, and that will never end well.
Yeah, and if things start not working out, you're just going to resent them.
Exactly, and it's just going to be the source of so many arguments. Like, I can already picture in my head, like, I came to the UK for you and you went off with your friends for one night.
Yeah.
I can just already see the argument.
Yeah, because if you make that sacrifice for them, you're going to be expecting a lot from them in return.
Especially when you haven't been together a huge amount of time.
Yeah. And if you don't move over there, it doesn't mean it's... I think if you don't want to travel, then don't move over there. But that doesn't definitely mean you guys won't end up in the future.
Yeah, because like
potentially go and visit them in a couple months and...
Yeah, or go on a holiday together, like meet somewhere. Like maybe meet in Greece or meet in Dubai, or I don't know, some random location. And then see how that goes. Because like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of long distance, but if there's an end in sight, then potentially, I don't know, maybe she goes back to the UK for a bit and then she wants to come back to Australia and tries to get a visa.
Bloody all these Brits want to come over here.
Yeah. Honestly, those
Propose
Brits.
to her. All you got to do is get married.
Yeah, and then she can stay here. There you go. Done. Yeah, I think that like if you want to go and explore the UK and Europe and stuff, then maybe it could be a good opportunity and a good time. But like, if you're happy here and you would only be moving for the person, I feel like that's a slippery slope. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's our conclusion. If you want to travel, do it. If you don't want to travel, don't.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Simple. Wow.
Normally we're not this concise.
Look, we're in a concise mood.
Normally we give like 7 alternatives.
Like, it's always like, if this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. Well, anyway, good luck.
Yes. Keep us updated.
Okay, it's a little bit of a change of tune for this next one, I think, is it?
Yes. So the last one is, how do you support a friend through an abortion?
Wow. I've never had to do this on either end. So this is like a bit out of my area of expertise. But my first impression is you aren't a therapist, so don't try and be a therapist, be a friend.
Yeah.
And I think that is the most important thing, is that you're not there to counsel or impart any kind of therapy in any way. Like, you're literally there to be a support. And I feel like asking the question of, how do you want me to support you? Do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to take your mind off it? Because I feel like people will have different coping mechanisms, and I think that's the best way to start, especially if you're close friends.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said be whatever they need.
Yeah.
So reach out to them and try and organise to hang out with them. Yeah. But also be prepared that they might not want to see you. They might not want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Be whatever they need. Yeah. Don't go into it with any expectations. I had a friend who went through an abortion and she didn't want to talk about it at the time, and you just have to accept that.
Yeah.
Be whatever they need.
Yeah.
Because I think, the people I know who have had abortions have reacted to it quite differently.
Yeah.
Potentially it won't be a big deal for them, and, you know, be prepared for that. Be prepared that it is a really big deal. Be whatever they need.
Yeah. I think, like, it sounds awkward, but I think if you do ask the question, like, I'm here to help, like, let me know how I can help you.
Yeah.
Not many people are going to go
Yeah.
and say some random comment. Like, they will tell you what they want. And
Yeah.
if they say, I don't want to talk about it, then just leave it. And they'll approach you.
Yeah.
Don't keep hassling the subject, because I think that's a normal coping mechanism. Anything bad, well, relatively bad that happens, is that people don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then maybe if that is the answer they give, go maybe organize some activities that you can do together that is a bit distracting, but that you can still talk in. So, you know, like, go get, like, pedicures, or, like, go, I don't know, to the park or something, go to the gym together, so you can still talk and still, you know, have an open conversation about whatever they want to have a conversation about, but you're still, like, kind of preoccupied doing other stuff.
Yeah. If they do want to talk about it, obviously no judgment, but I think that goes on, like, don't talk about what you would have done in their situation. Don't be like, oh my God, I would hate to be in your situation.
That's good advice.
No, like, oh my God, I could never have an abortion.
Yeah. I think also, like, being overly sympathetic in general might exacerbate how the person's feeling.
Yeah.
I think when
Because
you're like,
for
oh my God, that's so awful. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes people go, yeah, wow, it is awful. I think
But
potentially...
also for some people, it isn't a huge deal.
Yeah.
And so that might make them feel weird if you're like, oh my God, like, you must hate yourself or something.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, well, actually, I don't. Like,
Yeah, it's actually just something I had to do.
Yeah.
I think, the no judgment, like, don't make assumptions about what happened. Maybe, you know, don't go like, oh, you must be feeling this way, or I know you're feeling upset. Just let them do the talking, let them approach you.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do in those situations is go, yep, cool, I'm here to talk if you need, and kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
I know when something bad happens to me, or something, you know, that is very serious happens to me, I do shut down for, like, the first little bit, and then I will open up to people without any prompt. Sometimes the most closed up I am is when someone's going, are you okay? And it's like, then you just go into defense mode and you're like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just go, I'm here for you if you need, and just take a step back, then that can sometimes be the best option.
Yeah. Just base it on what they need.
Yeah.
And what their reaction is.
Yeah, you'll be able to sense as well, I think, how they're feeling. Like, if you're a close friend, like, you can normally tell if someone's really upset and they really need lots of support, versus if, you know, it's a thing you have to do and they've kind of made peace with that.
Yeah. Another point is obviously be super discreet about it. Don't discuss this with your other friends.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing that you messaged us anonymously.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to respect their privacy. You can't tell anyone else. This is coming from the person who is the worst at keeping secrets, but this is one, like, you have to respect their privacy.
Until they tell you, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't discuss it with anyone else.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I feel like this is, like, I feel like we haven't given super clear advice on this, but it is because it depends on what your friend needs.
Yeah.
So be whatever they need. If they need someone to take their mind off it and not talk about it, then that's what you do.
I think, look, it's a bit blasé in the advice realm, but I think that in itself is the point, is that like,
don't make assumptions.
There's no instruction manual on how to counsel anyone through grief or, you know, these kind of huge events. It is person to person. I think it's like, use your discretion in it. If this person is a really close friend of yours, you need to trust your judgment. Yeah. And like, you will know what they need. Like in the moment, you'll know. Yeah. But they're going to appreciate the fact that you are there for them. Yeah. No, you are a good friend, even the fact that you're reaching out to try and,
So good on you.
Good on you. Good luck.
All right, see ya.
And
All right.
time for Evie's personal favourite segment.
Questions we are not qualified to answer.
Which, by the way, we haven't had any submissions for a jingle for, which we asked in our last episode.
Musicians, where you at?
Yeah, literally. I know there are musicians listening to this.
We're
I'm just
really
insulted.
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah, honestly, this is just a really good career move for you to be on a podcast, but whatever, you do you.
All right, so the question we are discussing this week, how to not be lactose intolerant.
Oof. I actually think, okay, people are going to get really mad at this, but, like, I actually think I'm slightly lactose intolerant.
God.
Like, you know, when you just, I don't know, I just think that humans aren't really supposed to consume dairy.
To be fair, you do have a point.
Yeah. Because, like, how many people talk about, like, they eat ice cream and then, like, their stomach hurts. But, look, it could be because I'm eating a whole tub of ice cream at a time. Potentially not the best idea, but anyway. What I do is...
Stop trying to speak from personal experience. You're not lactose intolerant.
Exposure therapy, does that work? Eat more chocolate.
Just get over it. Just toughen up. Just grow up.
Just grow up and not be lactose intolerant.
As a dairy fiend... Actually, you know what? I'm a dairy fiend and I'm training myself to drink non-dairy milk.
I actually claim that. I'm pretty sure I got you on the non-dairy milk
Well, it
train.
wasn't Fraser, was it?
You only have because you only have two people in your life. Me or Fraser.
Yes.
Look, I'd like to say I'm the more positive influence. No, I've actually never been a milk, like, fan at all. Like, I've never really drunk milk. When I grew up drinking high-low, not even full fat. And so I switched to, like, almond milk, soy milk, all that shit pretty early on. And then now it's just become this big thing. So really didn't really have lactose before it was even trendy to have the...
Really, you're a trendsetter.
Look, I think I started it. But I think
just try and embrace the non-dairy lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's so many vegans these days.
I don't think why do you need to not be lactose intolerant? Like, what's wrong with being lactose? Well, look, it must suck.
I feel like they must love, like, dairy or something.
I guess it depends, like, because you use the word intolerant. I don't really know the, like, you know how there's, like, gluten intolerant and then there's celiac? Is that the same for dairy? Like, can you eat some dairy and you just feel a bit uncomfortable? Or are you, like, celiac to the point, like...
You could die.
or you're, like, literally, like, puking up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I think that exposure therapy can work.
I actually have heard that in the early stages, this is probably totally wrong, but I actually have heard in the early stages it is reversible. But probably this person's too far gone.
Yeah. I just don't know why you would, like, look, I get why you don't want to be lactose intolerant, but, like, in the current climate, like, it's not like there's limited options.
Yeah. Join, like, a Facebook group for, like, lactose intolerant people.
Look, I eat non-dairy ice cream all the time and it's so good. The Ben & Jerry's one's so good.
I think you just got to find those good non-dairy foods.
Yeah. The only thing I would struggle with would be, like, eating out.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to eat out when you have
just do your research. Find good...
Yeah. Find your, like, local, like, good cafe that you know does, like, lactose-free stuff.
Yeah. Food is your saviour.
Yeah.
Invest some time in finding some good recipes, good things to buy at the shops, good restaurants, and you'll feel better.
Yeah. I think just find comfort in the lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Don't try and change. Be you. Be who you really are.
Accept yourself.
Or just become vegan. Just cut it all out.
Alright. Have fun with that.
Yeah, look, I'm not jealous. I love ice cream.
See ya.
Ellen was just... Ellen's like, we're done. I'm like, no, we're not.
It's outro time. Okay, bye. Okay, no, serious guys, thank you for listening. If you've made it to the end, it's a bit of a longer episode. 4 questions.
Yeah, well, we had a lot to come back to. That's actually like us filtering through questions as well. We've gotten quite a few submissions recently.
Yeah, but we felt like because we haven't made a podcast in a while, we're like, okay, we've got to smash out 4, technically 5 questions.
Yeah, we're feeling a bit chatty as well, but
yeah,
I'm now getting to the point where I'm tired. I'm ready for bed.
I've had enough.
I'm done with giving advice, giving great advice.
Evie's used up all her kind energy for the week.
Yeah, do you know what though? It's because I'm not at uni. I feel like I'm losing my mental capacity. Like I feel like my brain is not stimulated, so I'm like struggling to like form together sentences.
Well, I went to SciTech today, so can't relate.
I can't believe you went to SciTech without me. I'm so jealous. I was stuck freaking polishing cutlery and Ellen's at bloody SciTech. Probably getting paid more money as well. Fuck you.
Alright, sorry to flex on y'all.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the episode. As usual, keep submitting your questions.
Yes.
Okay, I think we got to the point now in the podcast where we are going to start doing some themed episodes.
Yes.
So we know last week was breakups that went down really well. So I think we're going to
we want to do a Christmas one.
Yeah, we've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. It's happening. Send in your Christmas dilemmas.
Oh, actually, I think we already mentioned this.
That's what I'm saying. We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago.
All right, I have a problem. What happens when you suggest to your housemate setting up a Christmas tree and they say no?
Because we already had too many things planned. Look, our schedules are so busy and Ellen tries to plan like everything in one day. And it's like, no, we do not need to do it right now.
What happens when there's no Christmas cheer in your house?
How do you get up the Christmas cheer?
Yeah. Can you buy it online?
1 voucher for Christmas cheer.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. Okay, send in your problems.
It's a weird time of night.
Me and Evie are like kids when they get overtired and they just get manic.
Catch us running around in a sec. Ellen had to catch up on her advent calendar.
Oh yeah, I'm buzzing.
She's got a sugar high.
I'm so high right now.
Oh,
Okay.
we're children. Anywho, this is a long outro.
I don't think we're high. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, see ya.
We're ghosting you guys. All right, see you later. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Tune in next week.
We love you.
We love you. Mwah.
Bye.